Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. My name is Neerja Bhandari and today we are going to talk about e-landing, that is electronic landing for Canadians experienced class that are currently living in Canada. So till the pandemic hit the world and there was local distancing, there was lockdowns, there was so much happening. Suddenly the borders were closed and there was nothing happening, nobody coming in, nobody going out. And that's when immigration found that there is a very interesting way of landing people who are already in Canada. So all the postgraduate students, Canadian experience class holders, work permit holders, they were given different opportunities to land in Canada as permanent residents. If they were postgraduate permit holders, they were health workers, or they were essential workers in Canada, and they were Canadian work experience holders who didn't have enough points. So everybody was invited during the historic draw of lowest 75 point score, and everybody landed. Now how do they land? So permanent residence portals were created and online assessment was done that they are currently in Canada. They meet all the requirements and they have to validate that they are currently in Canada, give their address, give the pictures, and they get landed by officers by e-signing the landing paper. What difference does it make to the life of a person who was first a worker, a postgraduate work permit holder, essential worker, or a health worker? So then they were temporary residents and now they are permanent residents just by having that e-landing paper. The difference is now they can go to Service Canada or apply online to change their SIN number. That's the first thing they need to do, from changing their temporary SIN number to the permanent SIN number, which they'll hold for life now as Canadian permanent residents and citizens in future. That makes a difference, that now having that done, then they can tell their banking systems that now they are permanent residents of Canada. It can help them get more credit and build their credit accordingly to get loans, bursaries, rewards if they're going back to school again for higher education, or they want to start their own business. It's a very good platform to build your credit scores, and your bank also now has more value to you because now you're a permanent resident of Canada. So giving you loans and credits is not something they will worry about, because you've been living in Canada, you've already built a history of using your money economically, being a viable person in Canada. Another thing that happens is your health card situation also changes. You can buy a house now as a permanent resident. You can get mortgages. So your life takes on a turn with just that e-landing in Canada. And e-landing had made it easier for immigration now, because otherwise you were supposed to go to the Etobicoke office if you're in Ontario, or to the local immigration office in whichever province you are, or do flag polling at the border to be physically made to enter Canada as a permanent resident. Because if you're coming from outside Canada, you will generally come at the port of entry and be examined by a CBSA officer, and then be let into Canada, and then you start your life looking for work, looking for home, looking for places where your children will go. But e-landing was done because people who are already living in Canada don't need to make any changes except change their status and fulfill the requirements of that, and now live a life like any permanent resident does, and take value and advantage of all that is offered to Canadians in social benefits, economic benefits, and health benefits. Thank you for listening to us today, and we'll come back to you with more information. Thank you.